Now everyone, quick unboxing video of the new welder, the ProMig 250 by R-tech. Just to address a few comments which I know are going to happen. Why didn't you go for a Miller? Why didn't you go for a Lincoln? Right? In an ideal world, I'd like to go for EWM, but budget is budget, and these are a budget machine, so that's why I've gone for this. Second thing is, mail by Brian. Rate My Weld, anything that I'm affiliated with, we don't get any payment out of this, right? It's just a welder that me and my dad have bought for business, and I'm just going to do an unboxing video. I've done one in the past on the TIG 210 EXT. That's still a good machine, still going strong. I think that's a year or two later now. I've never really had any issues with it. I had one problem with the TIG 210, and that was that the flex neck knackered up on it. I rang them up, said my flex neck is split, and next day it arrived in the post, a new one. So can't argue with that. Let's open it up. Usual story is the packaging's really good. Remember that with the TIG welder, packaging was great. Regulator, I've already got one of them, so I've got another spare regulator lying around. Seem to have an accumulation of them. Same as the last time, the quality's good stuff. It's heavy. It looks like it's a Star Parts one. Gas hose. The only thing I don't like about these gas hoses is the clips. I changed them out for some of the proper crimp ones that crimp on both sides, because the one on the TIG welder leaked like mad. That's the only downside to the welder that I found, really. Spanners, new tips. So you got a spanner for taking the tips out and a couple of new tips. They are 1.2 and 1 mil. The work clamp with copper contacts and a copper strip between the two. Good strong spring. Spare feed roller, 0.8 mil and 1 mil, and some spare contact tips. And then you got your lead. It doesn't seem too bad, actually, to be honest. That seems alright. Only time will tell, like, but it doesn't, maybe it's a little bit stiff, but other than that, I wouldn't say it's bad at all. Euro coupling, which is a big deal in Europe. Funny enough. Everybody has Euro couplings. Manual, which is out like the TIG welder, it will be in good English. Yep, spot on. Manual. How am I going to do this? The ProMig 250, as it's called, has a duty cycle at 200 amps of 60%, and at 250 amps it's 35%. Which isn't bad really for a budget machine. I haven't got a plug. You got to select whether you want a plug on the website. and you've got to select whether you want a trolley. I didn't go with the trolley either, so I mean it's light. Off the top of my head, I think it's 27 kilos, I think. So it's, you know, it's not too heavy really. It's just a basic machine. You got your volts, you got your wire speed or your amps, and then that's for stick mode. You can switch between MIG and MMA. They're your MMA couplings, and that's your MIG mag coupling. You can have a spool gun as well for welding aluminium. I haven't gone for the spool gun because aluminium I generally TIG. Yeah, I mean it's usual story. It feels like good quality. Feels really good quality. It takes a 15 kilo spool, which is good. It is only single feed, single wire rollers, which is a bit of a disappointment, but I mean, like I say, it's a budget machine. Everything feels good about it. To get the 250 amps, you need a 32 amp supply, and to get 160 amps off the top of my head, you need a 13 amp supply. I've got 16 amps, so I'm guessing it'll be about 200 amps I'll be able to get out of it. But to be honest, if I'm welding anything over sort of maybe 5 mil, I'll just jump straight to MMA stick welding. Just because of the facilities that we've got. We're only single phase, so it limits us really. And that's about it really. The plate on the back says, hold on a minute, 35% duty cycle. It'll run 250 amps at 26.5 volts. So that's that. In all, doesn't seem like a bad machine. We won't know until we start using it, obviously. But the quality seems all good. It's an inverter base machine. I'm replacing the transformer base with it. The old Sabor is starting to get a bit tired nowadays, so we're replacing that with it. So we'll see how long, because the Sabor is nearly as old as me, I think. So that's 27 years old. So we'll see how long this old girl lasts. Alright, thanks for watching. Only a short one, it's not exactly a complicated machine. Everything seems good. Oh, the only thing I didn't... so normally R-tech are really good with the delivery. This time around they seemed a bit... well, I ordered it on the website, and then I didn't get an email saying it had been dispatched. So I rang them up and said, what's going on with this welder? And they told me that they didn't have any in stock and they were waiting for stock to come in. It didn't say anything about that on the website, so I was a bit disappointed by that, but it's the first time I've ever had any kind of problems with R-tech themselves, so I'm not kicking off really, because they're a good company in general. Would have just been nice to have that communication to say, oh, we ain't got any in stock, so you're going to have a bit of a wait. So it's 2 weeks before it arrived actually, off the top of my head, I think it's 2 weeks. So, but, you know, no big deal. I've got another welder lying around, but if I was reliant on it, that would have been a bit of a bummer. But I'm sure if I was reliant on it, I could have told them and they'd have done something about it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Cheers for now.